So tell me, yeah, why wouldn't you give God forbid, tell me, why wouldn't you give Michael Carrick the job? Explain to me. As long as there are no elite managers that nobody can argue with, why would you not give Carrick the job? Is he Michael Silver that I just bit? Um, um, Areola, Glasner? Like, why wouldn't you give Carrick the job right now? The players are happy, even the ones on the bench. Xerxes is happy. Like, we won. It took Amorim, like, I think 11 months to win 3 games in a row. And it started with easy games, Ipswich and all. It took Michael Carrick 3 games to win 3 games. Man City, Arsenal, and Fulham that we couldn't beat. So why wouldn't you give Carrick the job? Explain to me. Somebody please tell me. Again, as long as they're not elite managers that nobody can argue with, why would you not give Carrick the job right now? Wait, tell me. The game started, of course, Dogo wasn't playing, so Cunha came on. And one thing everybody has been saying is we want to see how we'll play against all these lower teams or smaller teams, like not the big six, because those teams too, they're very strong. They can beat anybody, but we wanted to see how we can cope against not the big six teams. And when we scored 2 goals and we're cruising, I was saying, please, let's get a thought, because the PTSD from Man U, like, it's deep in my soul. So please, let's get a thought. We didn't get a thought immediately, and they scored 2 goals in the late minute. Like, remember on the Ten Hag, right? Teams that always come back and equalize or win, they always score around that 90 minutes that we can't do anything back. When they scored the second goal, I won't lie to you, like, I was so angry, I walked out the room. Like, I left the room. Then Sheshko scored, and I heard my partners scream. Then I went back upstairs, and Sheshko had scored. And because in my head, when we considered the second goal, I was saying, man, is this the same United again? Like, what is going on? And that is the pattern. We win, or we're winning, then we just fall apart. And it's when Cass comes off. The midfield goes to shit. I even thought it was because of the yellow card he came off, which is understandable, but the commentator said he had a knock. I don't know where or how it had a knock, but whenever Cass goes off, our midfield goes to shit. Man, I wish he could stay one more year. We should just use him like a senior player like Evans. I would use them then when he came back, just big games here and there. You could fill in because, of course, he's getting older, and next year he'll be older. So next season, it's like he may not be able to play 90 minutes and all, but yeah, I wish we could keep him because he scores. They even said like his best goal scoring record at Real Madrid was 6 goals, and then now he has 5 goals with us. Even if he ends at 5 goals, Real Madrid is like the Giants, right? And Man U is like for him to score 5 goals for Man U that are not as good as Real Madrid, that just shows a lot. So I really hope he could stay. But hey, yeah, as I was saying, the first half was good. Like we controlled it. They didn't really have opportunities. We weren't really creating much. So I was just hoping like we take our chances whenever we did. But the second half was significant. It stands out to me because when we came out, they were pressing. And I just knew they were pressing, and I knew the goal was coming. And they scored the first goal. And the penalty, that was ash to me because he stepped on Maguire's Achilles. And if you saw it, it ripped the sock. But I think it's the way Maguire went in. That's why they gave the penalty. But yeah. And the second goal went in, and I was deflated. Like, what the fuck is this? Then Carrick's changes, where I wrote it down. Cass came off for Ugarte, Maz for Dallo, then Umbumo for Euro, because I think we had to defend, which I agree with and all, but to be honest, right, this game wasn't pretty all the time. I think the prettiest game on the Carrick has been the Man City game, which I know every game is different and it will be played differently. That's why I think is a good coach and he should get the job because he plays the game how it needs to be played, and when the game is going on, he makes the changes how the game needs to change. But the only thing he couldn't help was Casemiro because again, every time Casemiro comes off, when he's having good games, once it comes off, everything goes to shit. Ugarte stresses me out. Bruno and Dallo, they do things good here and there because since Carrick came, Dallo has been better. I won't lie. But Dallo and Bruno just frustrates me. They frustrate me so much. But hey, I'm happy with one. 3 wins in 3 games. And they're not easy games that you say, oh, maybe we played what team is easy? Wolves or something. Even Wolves are not that easy, but Wolves, because they're bottom of the table. He played Man City, Arsenal, and Fulham, and he won all 3. And this Fulham game, he won like Alex style, like old United style, which makes it sweeter. So tell me, why wouldn't you give Carrick the job? Because again, if there's an elite coach that nobody can argue, like if there's an elite coach and let's say we're a million in the world and a million people agree that that's an elite coach, yes. But if there's an elite coach and there's a million in the world and one person don't agree, then we don't want, just give Carrick, because we want a coach that nobody can say, oh, he's shit, or he can't play with this, or he won't cope in the Premier League, or this and that. If there's an elite coach that everybody agrees, even opposite fans agree that he's an elite coach, give him the job. But if it's Glasner, De Zerbi, Areola, Michael Silver, just give Carrick the job, because what is different? Like, how are they different? I'll pick Carrick with his 3 games I've seen over anybody, apart from an elite coach, which there are not a lot of, right? So as long as it's still these names I listed, give Carrick the job because it's there. The players are happy. He's building a foundation little by little. Of course, he won't win all the games. Crazier things have happened. He can win all the games, but I already put it in my mind that he won't win all the games till the end of the season. But he's shown consistent style of play where our shape is good. We never like drop our heads. Under Ruben, we would have lost that game after the second goal went in. So I would say give Carrick the job because I've seen enough. Because I know even games that we might lose in future, I'm sure it will play the same way. Like he won't panic and just make rush substitutions. I don't think he's used all 5 substitutions since he came. But Amorim, I swear, he would have thrown, if we're 2 goals up, he would have thrown defenders on. So I'm happy about the win. I'm happy about the way we played that we didn't drop our heads. I'm happy about most parts of the game because some parts we just let Fulham play through us, which they're not like a shit team. So I knew that would happen, but was it the first goal or like the second goal, the kid that called it to the right, we give teams that opportunity every time, like most times, like nobody like closing him down and stuff. But hey, we won, and now we just have to chill and watch the Man City Tottenham and hope Man City wins because we have to have somebody putting pressure on Arsenal. Aston Villa, they're fuckers. Like I just know they would do some shit. So Man City have to help us sustain the pressure. Even if Arsenal wins the league, I don't want them to just run away. Like I said, I'm African. And growing up in Nigeria, Man U's rival was Arsenal and Liverpool. That's why I really don't want them to win it. And I don't care if Man City does. But people in the UK, they would argue that because they're there and they know Man City. So they rather Arsenal. Because Arsenal... But if Aston Villa can do a Leicester and win it, that would be dope. But anyways, sometimes today, the game gave me like high blood pressure. I won't lie, but hey, at the end of the day, we won, which is great. So I'll take the win. On to the next. I'll see you guys later. Peace.